What's up, everybody? My name is MARC, and today we are filming some beautiful interviews. Drop the sexy intro. My name is MARC, and if you haven't already subscribed to the vlog, then subscribe. Why? Because I have a vest on, and vests are cool. Let's just go from there. All right, well, I'm inside of IU Health Hospital to be able to film some interviews with some Jack and Jill graduates. Now, every single year, Jack and Jill goes through a graduation system, and they have an end-of-year review video with their graduates, asking them some things like, you know, what did you like about your experience, things of that nature, and I'm here to film that from between the hour of 6 to 9. And also, I need to film a vlog, so I'm like, okay, how can I kill two birds with one stone? Well, this is the best way to do it is to show you what my process is to actually filming those interviews and how I go about doing it. Okay, while I got a little bit of time, let me give you 5 tips for shooting an interview. Number 1, location, location, location. We're inside of a hospital right now and we're shooting inside of a lobby. But you're finding the best place that you can possibly shoot, place with the best lighting, best aesthetic, you know, somewhere that has some leaves, some nature around it. This is a beautiful place that has a lot of great shots, and any angle that you take is fine. I actually end up deciding to change locations at least about 3 times or so. But regardless of such, I found the spot that I liked, and when I found it, I set everything up from there. Number 2, lighting. I brought 4 lights, 3 LED lights and 1 softbox, and that was to use for my fill light. I have it surrounded in 4 different points, 1 in front of my subject, 1 by the side, 1 behind, and 1 on the other side. So you got 4 different points of light to kind of hit your subject, but I use a softbox to soften up the subject, and also because when they're filming, the harsh light won't distract their eyes, it won't hurt their eyes, because these LED lights can get super bright, so I try not to, you know, blind them while I'm shooting. 1 goes in the back just to outline their head, outline their face, and outline them in a way that kind of detaches from the background and finally get a good result. Number 3, sound. Because I'm inside of a big open space, I have to worry about the sound. I can't use the camera mic because the camera mic is awful. It's going to take in all the airy noise. I can't use my mic that I've got right on top of my camera right now, even though it sounds good for me right now. It doesn't sound good in terms of the interview because I'm a little further back. So what I used was a lapel mic, attached it to my subject, and then after that I was able to record from there. Always make sure that you have a lapel mic, specifically when you're going on different locations, and if you can, possibly get yourself a wireless lapel mic so that way that you can shoot in any location without having to have power. And that was one of the things I had to worry about in this shoot was power. So I brought some extension cords, extension cables, and any kind of cabling that I needed to get to be able to get that type of power to all the things that were needed and all the applications that were needed for this shoot. Number 4, worrying about the camera gear. Camera gear is pretty simple. The most important thing about the camera gear for me, I usually think about is a lens. Usually I am using this lens for most of my shoots, and including my vlog, the 18 to 55 millimeter. It's a standard Canon lens, but I use the 50 millimeter for this particular shoot because I like the shallow depth of field, really super low aperture, because of the fact that I'm shooting indoors, and sometimes in indoor spaces they can use a lot of soft light. It becomes really low, and this is really great for low light situations. And the fact that my lighting situation is much better, the blur on this lens is going to look really good. So my subject looks really crisp while everything else looks super blurry, and the focus is on them, and it just makes the overall picture looks good. And finally, number 5, I'm worried most importantly about my interviewee, or the person that I'm interviewing. And I'm worried that they feel comfortable. So I make jokes, I talk with them, I laugh with them, and get them into a relaxed state of mind so that way they feel comfortable as they're doing this interview. If it's a serious kind of video, then I don't have to necessarily make them feel comfortable because I want that uncomfortability because of how serious it is. But then at the same time, because of the fact that this is so lighthearted and such a kind of farewell goodbye for most of these seniors that I'm filming, I want to make them feel as comfortable as possible so their answers come out more fluidly. Instead of having to be so robotic, now they're not thinking about being robotic. Everything flows pretty naturally and they're comfortable with me. Because usually what happens is most people are afraid of this. You know, it took me a long time to really get used to the this, it might not look like it took me a long time, but at first it took me a really long time to really get used to having a camera stuck in my face and having people look at me while a camera's stuck in my face. I've been doing this for about 7 years, so I know how it feels. Some of these people that you encounter have never been in front of a camera, and some of the people who've never been in front of a camera, you got to make them feel comfortable as possible. So, well, I got more sessions to go on. I got more things I got to do, but that's it for today's vlog. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked a little bit of information I could possibly give you. If you did, then give me that thumbs up like button. Otherwise, my name is Mark BESSIAKE. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and as always, have yourself a blessed day and a blessed life.